Hey y'all. Overwatch 2. Hot new game today. And it seems to be working quite well. No, that's sarcasm. As you can see, this is something that a lot of people are dealing with right now. It doesn't seem to be working like at all. I've heard that some people managed to get in. Um I don't know how they did it. Maybe they got in early and got lucky. Maybe that's a thing of the past. Maybe no one's playing at this point. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be connecting. But I do not want to be discouraged. I want to do a stream tonight. Wanted to do one. And we'll try to get into Overwatch 2. And in the meantime, we'll play another game. Before I get to that, let me just pull up one bit of business here. I don't have much in the way of cards prepared for tonight, but I do have a couple. I have more than a couple, but I only have one thing to talk about at the start here. Did you hear about Mario's ass? It's very flat in the movie poster for the movie teaser that was announced. Very flat ass, Mario. I don't know if that's right. I don't think so. Let me say what we're gonna do if Overwatch 2 does not work. The other plan for tonight will be Minish Cap Randomizer. How's the sound, by the way? Is it good? Maybe a little less. Maybe just like a touch less. Gonna take it down just a scotch. There we go. That'll probably be good. And also, I have on the preview monitor. I'm still seeing that it's searching for the server, and I see that it's not finding it. We'll keep an eye on that, and maybe eventually it'll find its way to connecting. But I wouldn't count on it. I'm gonna switch the game over to Minish Cap. Minish Cap Rando while trying to connect to Overwatch 2. Alright, keep an eye on that Overwatch. If ever if ever there's any activity there, if ever it turns into like, this many people in the queue ahead of you, or something good, I would love to know so I can, look at it and go like, oh, is it gonna happen? In the meantime, though, let's actually play a video game. I have here Minish Cap Randomizer, which I've been messing around with and trying to learn. Oh, hang on, let me get this mouse out the way on the tracker. I can fix that. 1 second. Finish tracker. Yep. Do not capture cursor. Perfect. Now look at that. I can run all my mouse all over it, and y'all won't see a thing, I don't think. Alright. So Minish Randomizer. I've been we're gonna name our guy Link. I've been playing some of it, trying to get like the handle on it, and I think I finally have. I've gotten a knack for it. I've gotten it down pat at this point. I've been using a tracker, a map tracker, so I can go to all the places where items are and make sure I check them, and it's quite good. It's a game that's well suited to randomization, and it has some neat stuff to it. The neatest thing, I think, is the open fusion mode, which basically modifies the game so that all the Kinstone fusions that you have to do are set by default, or unlocked by default. So you'll see as we get out here into this first area. You'll see as we get out here into this first area. There's this warp thing that you usually have to do a Kinstone fusion to get to. So we can go over here, and there's a lot of other places we can check right out the gate. That's a thing. Toy butterfly for the flippers. An empty bottle! That's a pretty fucking good first get. I don't know that opens a thing or two yet, but that can be pretty good. I mean, we don't have any weapons yet, so that does limit what we can do. I will say, a lot of the things you'll find here are going to be bombs, arrows, or rupees. And, you know, you can only carry 100 rupees, so unless you get a wallet upgrade, most of that is wasted. Alright, we've done everything we can do here. You might occasionally see some stuff pop into the top of the tracker. That's because I'm messing with the map part of the tracker. Let's see. Okay, got all those. And the map is basically telling me, like, what is at each location, and, such. Go in here. That's a rupee. So I can remove dog food bottle spot from contention. Oh, fuck me. Those two don't matter, but the 600 slot is the sucker. Damn. Noted. Oh, another thing, this is currently set to... It's set to, require 2 of the elements to complete, which, by the way, let me see where they are. Okay, one is here in the first one, 3rd dungeon, 2nd dungeon, and the last dungeon, so the water dungeon doesn't have shit. Good to know. By default, the logic in this, also makes it so that the elements could appear at the Royal Valley, at, like, the place where... It's not really a dungeon, it's just like a little place where there's the ghost of King Hyrule. But, honestly, I thought that was really dull. I don't think... That's not a real dungeon, I don't think it should count. And, frankly, one of the things that's nice about this randomizer is you can just totally mess around with the logic. And indeed, I went in there and took that out. Nothing can appear there. Or at the very least... Nothing, no element can. I don't think I can get that yet. But I will put out the fire now anyhow. Ooh, that's a sword. Pretty fucking good. I'm making a note here that a sword, where's the sword? Fucking thing. Oh, that reminds me, I need to make sure that everything's set right. Good, everything's set right. This tracker does not have an option for me to note down that a sword is there. That's funny. That ain't right. Okay, I'll put a shield instead, whatever. Close enough. We still trying to get in? Server connection. Game server connection failed. Yep, still trying. Talk to this lady. Got money. Okay. Check this place. Arrows, so that is nothing there. Mayor's house basement is the next stop. I didn't set up my my couch camera today on account of this being a Overwatch stream, ostensibly. So, I don't have that ready to go, and I can't go sit on the couch, but I'll manage just fine in this here office chair. That's fine. Okay, that's nothing. Just a piece of heart. So, that leaves only 5 places to check, actually, right now. So, the next... one of these next ones should have something really good in it. So let's do that. Let's do that now. This is one of the bigger places to check as far as, like, having having these open fusions set up from the jump, because basically there's 5 items you get right here. Good, we got a sword. That's gonna let us do a bunch of stuff. Like I would dare to say most things start and stop with you need a sword. You know, just to cut down some twigs or something and get out of the initial area. Server connection is not going through, huh? And that opens up the last of the areas. Ooh. Make sure not to lean back too much. I'm gonna bring the mic a little closer and lean back a bit. Hope y'all don't mind. I got a spin attack, that's pretty good. There we go. Oh. Now I wish I set up the couch cam as normal. I would love to sit down on the couch right now. Dash attack. Damn, pretty good. Another thing, speaking of the dash attack, that's nice about the let me plug in a thing really quick. Ooh. Looks like the couch mic is ready to go if I were to move over to the couch. One thing that's nice about the dash attack is that nice about the dash in this game. You know, the charge is that they do a nice quality of life thing, and they just put it on L button to do the Pegasus boots. We filled up a heart. Cannot do that guy yet though. We can also do going to inside the fountain here. Go this way. Next area. Okay. Nice thing here is that you can do a quick warp. Get you to the last area transition you went through. Very nice. Lots of little things in this randomizer that I think are quite nice. Okay, I'm gonna go this way, down here. Stop by the by this guy's house and get this item that's inside. We can't actually let him in without the key, so, you know, and we don't have that, but we can at least go inside and grab whatever replaces the key as the bow! That's pretty good. I love a bow. Actually, I don't know what exactly the bow lets me do right now. I guess not much, honestly. But it's still a good weapon and, you know, lets me fight enemies at range. It's kind of most useful in the Caster Wilds area, and you need the dash to get into that area to begin with, so, you know, you're sort of locked out from it. We're still searching for game server. That's fun. It's weird being at the PC and using a controller for the Minish Cap. Let's see, can I do anything in the farm? I don't think so. Yeah, there's just one thing I can get here, which is over there on the other side, so I can't actually get it from here. But, you know, hey, there's stuff we can get over here, so let's get this shit. Nothing. And I can see now that that's also nothing. That's just bows. Okay. It's nice because of all the kinstone fusions. There's a lot more chests and, like, checks. They're just automatically in the world. That was a bottle of dog food. Yeah. That doesn't go into your inventory, that just goes into your like, key item space, I guess. Little improvements the randomizer brings. That's gonna let us get one thing later on. You know, some of power grip ring, whatever. Yes, grip ring. That lets us climb cliffs. Pretty good. Pretty good. Got this, got that. Alright. I've been thinking about maybe doing my regular streams at an earlier time. You know, so that I could end earlier and also, you know, after a stream I like to unwind a good deal, so if I'm always streaming until late nights, that means I'm gonna be unwinding for like, I don't know, an hour after each stream, and you know, that ain't good. Shit, man. I got the light arrow. My arrow's been upgraded. Pretty fucking good. I don't think that actually does anything for us, but I still like it. Okay, we got the Minish hole. We got the path chest, barrel, and there's a barrel thing in here, which is the Ocarina. Fast travel. Nice. And also, let's see. The dock, which has Caster Wilds. That's this one, right? Yeah. That is the Caster Wilds piece. We need 3 of those to get to the bottom dungeon. And yeah, I think that's all we can do here right now. Unless we can get to... Can we get to this area that's outside? No, you gotta have the nut to do that. Go get... He says just go get the nut. Okay, dude. That's fair. That's fair. Quick warp out of here. I totally thought we could quick warp out of the level even. If I go here and quick warp, where does that take me? Dang it! Ah well, we'll walk. Maybe we'll sing a song and be picked up by a bird. I did get this, right? Yes, I would not forget this. Sometimes I worry, like, did I really get that, or did I think I get that? I know that's silly. Alright. Ocarina. Do I have any locations open? Yes, I have the town, and I have... Oh, I have to hit the Ocarina, and that opens up a bunch of locations over here on the lakeside. I'm not seeing this one, so I guess there must be something preventing me from actually going through that path and doing the thing. I probably need to be able to swim or something. It's funny, I do know that with this area here, you don't actually need to be able to swim to get to the water dungeon. You can actually just, if you have the jump ability, that'll also do ya. Hey, I got money, that's nothing. That's Fifi. Done. That's nothing. Okay, I can see this North Lawn. I can see a North Lawn art piece, so let's go over here. Let's see what we see. It's money, it's nothing. Alright. Go down into this, get this chest, and that's Caster Wilds. Oh shit. We got 2 of the 3 Caster Wilds pieces. We might be able to go do chapter 3. Should we get... Well, we gotta get the mitts, and we have to get the dash. Those are the 2 things we need to do Caster Wilds. Also, we do need the 2 sword upgrades, because we do need to push a block out the way. We can't do this yet. Yeah, we need sword upgrades. Okay. This area is now... Wait. Oh, wait, we can't. Oh, yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can go around here and actually make a shortcut for us by pushing a rock into a hole. Always pushing rocks into holes. I say I'm doing that. Link's always doing that. Alright. What's next? Could go... Can I go across this bridge? The map seems to say I can go over there, but maybe not across the bridge. Maybe I have to go through town. I bet you I have to go through town. Yep, that's what we have to do. Here, we can get this chest. It's arrows, it's nothing. And we can get this chest. Huh. I'm looking at my map right now, and apparently we can get a bunch of stuff in the Islands area, but not most of it, apparently. Like, the lowlands have just jack shit, but the highlands have a bunch. Let me think about that. First, let me do the 2 things that I can do in town right now. I'm gonna go to the couch, I think. Yeah, let me do that. I'm tired of sitting. And let me see. Oh, I'm in the queue. 0 players ahead of me. Oh, we've made progress. We've made progress, folks. I can't actually tell how many players in the queue, but it does think I'm in the queue. 1 sec, I'm gonna set some stuff up. Alright, 1 second. Let me move some stuff around. There we go. Wasn't planning on doing couch stuff this stream, but what the fuck, right? I'm in the mood to sit on the couch. Let me adjust the camera so it's actually pointed at me. That goes there. And aim it slightly over. And... 1 second. It's too bright. Ah. I always have to configure this to not be so bright. There we go. There's a lot of glare from overhead. I should really get like a lamp or something to like light me up more than just a ring light can do, but not in a way that's like directly overhead, you know? Or I should get like a leaf that goes above my head. Oh, it's searching for game server again. That's not good. I can almost barely read what it says in the Overwatch thing. So that's fun. Let's get back to this game. I'm using the wrong controller. What am I doing? There we go. Alright, 2 things I can do here. I can do Swift Blades Dojo. Get 1 thing here. Let's see. Money, okay, that's nothing. The other thing I can do is the simulations. Basically a little fight, and I'll do the fight, and then I will... fight, and then I will get a reward. It's always the same fight. Ugh. These guys steal my money. I'm hoping I don't fuck this up. A little low, but that's probably fine. Couch is just so much more comfy than office chair. Maybe if I had a gamer chair, I'd be more contented to sit on it for long periods of time, but I don't. And also, you know, I'm happy. I'm happier on the couch anyhow. All right, let's. There's like a couple things I can get down here. Let me check them. This area down here. I will say there is a mode to add rubies to the places where things can be, which adds a bunch of places and a lot of like really big clusters where there's just like, you know, in the main game there's just like dozens of rupees in one spot where like, you know, you go to those areas. Look at that, we got bombs. That opens up a fair amount of areas. Like, you know, hey, this barrier gets open just through that. Can also go down here, climb this beanstalk, and get a there's a couple things on top of this beanstalk. Ooh, full car container. Takes up to 5. Takes us up to 5. A cloud tops. There's 5 of those, so you know, it takes a while to get to the last place. You need to collect 5 individual things before you can do so. Oh, look at that! I got a 6th part. Beanstalk is done. There's this place. I can now get to the other side of the Minish, which is nice. So yeah, I can go through here. Get rid of that. 2 days. It's funny, I've been mostly playing this well as a while I'm listening to like podcasts or whatever. So I haven't heard any of the music in a while. Now that it's all muted. I've been playing it recently. So I didn't know, for instance, that the music changed when you climbed up the beanstalk. But it makes sense. Wait. I have to get, talk to this guy. Okay, that's nothing. I'm gonna exit and enter. Also nothing. Oh. Okay. The Minish forest is all cleared out. Done everything there. Let's go back up. Once we came in. You know, we can do one other, well, at least I think we can do more things over there. I'm not sure if I just forgot to mark it off. Yeah, I did get that one. Did I get this one? It's bombs. Alright. How about a card? Oh, this keyboard's off. Follow up on custom win condition for Fusion Randomizer. Oh, what the... Oh, holding down shift changes the tracker. I didn't know that. That's part of my hotkey for the cards. What I was saying. So I've been looking at playing, Metroid Fusion. The only problem is that the randomizer is pretty strict, and there's not really a way to set up like a lower clear condition. Like in this one, for instance, you can just be like, okay, I need to do 2 2 dungeons. You know, in like Donkey Kong 64, you can set how many golden bananas you need to get to the final area. In Paper Mario, you can set how many Star Spirits you need, again, to get to the final area. There's nothing like that in Fusion, so for that big, long, special stream I got planned, the randomizer roulette, that'll be a extra life thing come November, I believe. For that stream, I was trying to think of ways to do it, and I think what I'll do is instead of going by the base clear condition of that game, which is you have to get plasma, level 4 doors, plasma, and like maybe 1 or 2 other things, I guess missiles. You have to get all that, and then you have to get back to the area, to like the command dock, and cause the ship to crash into the planet. I was thinking, instead, we'll just have it so I have to beat X amount of bosses. Just X amount of bosses. Like, Let's say 5, for instance. I don't know if 5's a good number, but I think that's doable, and that would be pretty fair. I already got the rocks chest and the northern chest, didn't I? Yeah. I cleared out basically everything in town. I'd like to... What happens if you throw a bomb in a hole? Nothing. That makes sense. Alright, I could get over there using the bombs now. But it is pretty far from where... You know what? Fuck it. Let's check those areas before we head off to Death Mountain. I don't want to get all the way to Death Mountain and find out that, like, oh, the rod of... The flippy rod is over there. You know, it's interesting, thinking back on this game. There's a weird... Fire lantern, that's pretty good, actually. Yeah, and that's one place. And now, hey, we can get that that guy to teach a sword move now. Oh! Oh my god! Yo, look at that! There's 40,000 people ahead of us in the queue. Look at that, we got into the queue properly. Oh my god, we're making progress over there. Oh my god. Okay. Alt-tab back to my thing. Holy shit. Oh, you know what? I could just totally keep that in the background so I can look at it. Okay, yeah, I can place these windows in such a way where I can see how many players are ahead of me on the TV. Oh, that's smart. That's good. Okay. 40,000, folks. 40,000. Ooh. Fairy. Okay, let's go get taught the move, the fire move. Let's use the fire move to go teach our get taught a thing. By the way, I was about to say in this game there's like 5 dungeons, right? And I'll say, like, as far as the dungeon items go, this one's the worst one. The torch. All it is just a lantern, and you can light things on fire. And you know, it is neat that the fire spreads if you... 5 bombs. It is neat that the fire spreads, but not that neat, right? Alright, well... You know, like, see that it spreads out to everything it touches. That's kind of cool. And I'll admit that it's useful in the dungeon that you find it in. But, like, a heat beam or something more flavorful, I think would have been cool. We can confirm that that's nothing. Now. Right. We now need to go over to the... There's just one more thing we can check in town before heading off. And then, like, literally everything we can get right now is in the Death Mountain area. And what is that we can get? It is the Hearth Lodge. Oh, it's that chest up above. Right. For most of the randomizers I played up to like this point, I have not really fucked around with trackers as far as the map goes, except in cases where like, oh, I don't know my way through the Forbidden Forest. Or what is it called in it's called something different in Paper Mario, but like the Spooky Forest, I don't know my way through it. Right? Still 40,000. I don't know my way through the Spooky Forest, so I use that map just to guide myself through and to point out where the items are along the way so I don't miss any. But recently playing this game and also some others, I've taken to, you know, having that reference available, and it's very, 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 very helpful, especially in randomizers I just don't know that well. Like this one, for instance. You know, I'll say, like, with Paper Mario, and I said this at the time when after I played Fusion for the first time, I was a little bit put off, like, I didn't know where everything was. Then I realized, like, that's silly of me to expect to be able to find everything sight unseen, when I should just, you know, take things as they come. If that makes sense. I should be, like, more attentive and shit. And be thinking actively, like, okay, where can I go? And using resources to get that done. And the fact that I wasn't was, just not how you do things. With Paper Mario, I didn't go in blind to Paper Mario, right? I watched a video of it. And whenever they said, this is an obscure spot that people don't know, I was like, okay, noted. Still 40,000. Come on, go down. Heart container. That's 7 hearts, yes. It's much more comfy to stream from the couch. Jeez. That said, you know, once we're playing Overwatch, I'll be using the mouse and keyboard normal style, and you know, it only makes sense to stream from there if I'm playing with mouse and keyboard. I do not have, well, I do have a keyboard here actually by the couch, but it's a cheap thing that I have. I wouldn't want to play a video game on it. In fact, I actually returned it. This keyboard. I returned this keyboard, and they said because it didn't have enough range to like reliably like reach the couch, like the middle of the couch, so I had to keep it over here on the side. And they said, okay, keep the change, you know, you can keep it. That's fine. You don't have to return it. And well, I never bought a new one, which, you know, works out. 40,000. You know, I with the amount of players that are probably trying to play Overwatch 2, 40,000 doesn't seem like that many. I feel like I've heard 30,000 though, so maybe that's just the number it gives people. Not necessarily a real number. Alright, I'm changing my bombs to remote bombs. Huh? Oh, what? How do you select? I don't understand this quality of life thing they've done with the remote bombs. Or maybe that's not a quality of life thing, maybe that's just how it was originally. And you have to go back to the guy to switch back or forth. That's a Cloud's top. White sword. That doesn't actually do anything for us until we get the red sword. Big wallet. Doesn't actually do anything for us, but it's pretty good anyhow. Okay, let me check this off. Those 3 locations are done. Ow, 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 ow. You can kill those guys. Give you hearts. Honestly, I don't think I knew that. It's lucky and nice that you can destroy this stuff with bombs, just as well as the blower. Because otherwise I wouldn't be able to get here or do this thing with all this white dust around. What the fuck is this white dust anyhow? No idea. Oh, there we go. Okay, 20 rupees. That's actually good right now because I just got a wallet. I think we can get into the the dungeon at the top of this place. Remind me, which one doesn't have? It's the water dungeon doesn't have any element in it, so we do want to do that dungeon if we can. Though we will need the cane before we can finish it. It's a big bomb bag. My bomb bag is big now. Look at that. Big bomb bag. I'm taking needless damage. There's still one thing we have to do here before we can like quick warp away or something. The only way we can get up the wall is by climbing, and the climb area is at the start of this zone, so we'll have to warp back. I got that hole, I got that hole. Now to Rental Base. Rental Base cache. Not sure what chest that's talking about, but let me check. Is there a chest out here? Oh yeah, I got that one. That's chest. Alright, now I got everything here, so I'm gonna die. No, I die. Game over. Save. It's nice how Zelda's, you can traditionally save and continue very easily. Obviously, with the Metroids, you can't do that. Sort of something you have to watch out for. Something I will have to watch out for when I play the Samus Metroid randomizers. Okay, in this area, there's one thing in the bridge cave, which is right there. I mean, the chest is right there. We're inside the bridge cave. This whole area is the bridge cave. Let's go around long ways. Go around like this. Off my asshole. Guy. Real fuckcase. Alright. Bombs. You know what we can do? We can get that right here. Check that off. There's a chest and a great fairy up this mountain. One thing I like about this randomizer versus like the Ocarina of Time one is it definitely feels like it's thicker with checks. There's a lot more places to check. And that's pretty fun. There's also some nicely creative items in here. Not all of them are creative, like obviously the torch is pretty simple, but the suction, the 4 other dungeon items, the gust jar, the flippy rod, the mole mitts, and the 30,000. There are 10,000 less than there were. Let's go. I did neither. We're making progress on getting into that thing, folks. She just gave us a buttload of cash. It's money. It's fine. We need to get 600. We need to get like the bigger wallet to afford the one thing I know I want to buy with money. But maybe there'll be other stuff to buy, you know, later on. Oh, this guy has nothing. This guy's just a... Some stuff in this game is just for fusion, you know, and you'll look at it and be like, huh, this nothing? And it's just like, oh, well, that's just a guy to fuse with. But since we start off with everything already fused, we don't need to fuck around with any of that, which is honestly a good thing. Honestly, it's a good thing. Shoot arrows faster than before. Nice. So yeah, if you had like the rupee thing, where every rupee was a check as well, that area would just have like 8 extra items over there, which is cool. But it does, I feel like, make it so that the average check is worth a good deal less because there are these big bundles of checks in certain spots. You know, like some of them with like dozens of checks. And basically, you just need to go to those. And everything else is just like rubies, rubies, rubies. Well, it's kind of already like that in a lot of ways. Like, yeah, there's some rubies right there. But more so if you mix the rubies into the mix. Still, you know, it's not like more places to check makes it harder. Though I will say I did remove with the custom logic thing, I did remove one place from contention. From the options in the logic. I made it so that the cuckoo race, the cuckoo minigame, couldn't have anything. Because it's a fucking hard minigame. And they don't give you that much time. And I don't want to do it. That's, I think, is a fair thing to say. I'd rather do everything in the game except for that. All the bosses, all the challenges, all the dungeons, but that funny cuckoo, nah. Oh shit! I just realized my blanket's usually out of shot for stream time, but that's fine. It's kind of cold today. That's why I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt, kind of curled in the apartment. So I figured that it was, you know, it was either I was gonna wear this long sleeve shirt or I would have to snuggle up in the blankets, and I decided, you know, I guess I figured that the blanket was a little bit undignified. Maybe that's a silly thought, you know. I screwed that up. Probably a silly thought, you know, that the blanket is fine. It's fine to snuggle up in a blanket when it is cold. That is something I believe. I used to have not this blanket, but a similar blanket, always at my desk at work. So if the office was really fucking cold, I would snuggle up in it and just work under a nice thick blanket. And you know, hey, you You can always say things like, oh, yeah, we're all engineers here. No one gives a fuck, you know? I say that, there's, you know, no one left on my team that's... No one on my team is like co-local anymore. So you know, I've not had any need to go into an office for, you know, since the pandemic started. And I see no reason to change that. No reason to change that. It's fine to, you know... Maybe I have to attack it from this side. Weird. Ooh. If you get the rod, you can actually attack this area from the other side and just skip this area entirely, or, you know, items aside. I didn't know that. I didn't know that's how that worked. It's handy having the map because the map will tell you, like, hey, you can go do this and go do this and do this thing. And it can be hard to know, like, okay. And otherwise, you might be like, you might not realize that you can actually do a thing until, and you won't, you know, find the next item if there happened to be just one. And it looks like there is basically just one. You know, everything is still on the mountain here. I haven't found anything that lets me go anywhere else. Which I'll say is very unusual. Like, most of the time, there's like a plethora of places to check at any given time. It just so happened that this time, it's a little bit, limited. Okay, go through here. Money, 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 money. Okay, Mine's Cave, got it. Alright, go through here. Sword beam. Where's the beam? There it is. Kind of hard to read, like the lettering on the tracker. Tell those apart. I think can't do anything else in here until we get the dungeon done. Maybe we have to finish the dungeon and then come back out and he'll be like, hey, I finished your sword. Yeah, so once you go into the mine and get the reward, I think you'll be able to do that. Or let me just check something for, like, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, so if you get if you finish that dungeon, he'll let you do the thing. These very, very, very small dwarfs. They're like, you know, ant-sized. You typically don't see dwarfs that small. Whatever. Alright, we're in the dungeon, so... First dungeon we're seeing. Let me do some stuff on my tracker so I can... let's see... This is the Cave of Flames. Here we go. Yeah, so there's a bunch of places we can check in here. Let's do that. Bombs will flip him, right? There we go. Arrows. I will say I really love this. I really love Minish Cap. I think it's my favorite of the 2D Zeldas that I played. Like far and away, it's phenomenal. Really creative stuff. A really nice length, you know, not too long, not too short. There's nothing bad about Minish Cap. It's just good times from start to finish. Two 20,000 players, folks. We are down half from where we were. Like the first time I noticed we were actually in the queue proper. We are getting there. We might have a little Overwatch 2 by the time we are finishing a dungeon, which, you know, I'll say we still need a rod to do that. At least this one, anyway. So, like, don't count your chickens. We could also, if we got either the Jabbernut or Flippers, go to the small temple, the first temple, and we can do a thing there. Okay, I think here we could at least see what this is, but we can't pick it up. And it's nothing. So I'm gonna mark that on my, I'm gonna count that from my map. It's nice to be able to track, to just track everything like this. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't do this with other randomizers. And I'll say I've gotten to the point in Paper Mario where I really don't need it. Those, when I do forget something, it is. I do kick myself and wish that I was keeping closer track of things. There's the dungeon map. I'll track that. Strong. Doesn't really matter the dungeon map because I actually have a map on hand. Better map. But still good to watch. Now, I will say of Overwatch 2, I have heard that people have gotten far into the queue and then been disconnected because it is apparently in real bad shape. So, you know, us getting this far in doesn't necessarily mean we'll be playing the game. But we could be playing the game sometime in the near future. 10,000! Folks, it's been moving at the rate of 1,000 per, 10,000 per. This is as close to zero as we're liable to see. I hope this means they're getting through it and they're getting their shit together. If Overwatch 2 does come up, we'll absolutely pause Minish Cap and move back over to Overwatch 2. That is 100% the intent of this here stream. Alright, we got 2 small keys for this dungeon. And we've gotten this big chest, big room chest. I don't remember a big chest in that last room that we were in. Hang on, let me check. I'm gonna go back to that last room. Did I get a big chest? I don't remember a big chest. Oh shit, I totally missed this big chest. Oh, it has bombs in it. Okay, shit. Glad we went back. It is important to go back. You never know what could have something important. And it's best to make sure you're always checking everything that's available to you, motherfucker. Motherfuckers. They unballed and the shit again. That's fine. I'm just being grumpy. 9,000. Okay, now we're going by thousands. 9,000, folks. And by the way, tell you what, we might continue this here Minish Cap on Thursday. Should we not finish, / should we get into Overwatch? That sounds like a plan to me. And if we do Overwatch, we'll go back over to the PC, to the desk. I didn't know in the original game that the roll had invincibility frames to it. Like, I was totally rolling over those dudes and not getting hurt. I wonder if that's probably how it worked. That's gotta be how it worked in the original game, right? They wouldn't just change that. 8,000. The number, folks. The number is getting smaller. Okay. I think we're about to hit our limit of what we can do in this dungeon without the flippy rod, because everything further will require flippy rod. Oh wow, that's a really well-timed fairy. These guys are really good about fucking defending. $7,000. Give me the flippy rod. Flippers, that's not what I said. That's not what I said, game, but close enough. That lets me get a lot of stuff right now, actually. So let's this is all we can do in the dungeon, so let's bounce out of here. Fortunately, we do have the warp point, and we do have the fast travel thing, so let's go. Alright, where are we going next? We can go into the other dungeon now that we got the swimmy things. But let's start with Hyrule and work our way to the right. Work our way over to the lake. I'm gonna start here with 6,000. 6,000 players ahead of us. I'm gonna start over here and get these two chests. Down thrust. Let's see, down thrust right there. 6,000 players ahead of us. Well, who would have thought? Who would have thought it would come down to this? Honestly, I didn't know if it would ever go through. I went on into this just thinking like, okay, well, maybe it'd be funny to have that in the corner, and you know, we'll if anything comes of it, so be it. If not, fine. It full well could crash at any moment. 5,000. It full well could crash at any moment and be like, hang on, server's down. If you can't fast travel from here. Learning to spin. Alright, that's that. That's all we can get in this area north of town. Let's see, we can go up here. I could also just fast travel. Probably should have fast traveled rather than walking. Motherfucker. Yeah, we're fast traveling. Oh wait, you can just. There's the stairs. I feel silly now. Taking the cave route when the stairs are right there. And significantly shorter. Okay, let's see. We can go to the fountain. We can go to the waterfall. In the fountain, I think we can see one of them and we can get one of them. But we cannot do the fountain completely, so let's... We can also do Karlov right now. Did we not do Karlov earlier? I wonder. Maybe you have to get the flippers to get over here or something. There we go, Karlov. Thank you for the thing. I can get the rock breaker. And like I said, the Cuckoo minigame is not a thing. I've removed it from logic, so I don't need to worry about that. I'm pretty sure. Using my custom logic cheat. I customized the logic. I'm thinking for the randomizer roulette, I might customize it a bit more just to make sure that the 4 dungeons are like, you know, the first 4 dungeons, since this one is a little impossible to get to without getting like a bunch of stuff. And whereas the other first 4 are pretty reasonable, relatively speaking. You know, at most you only need the 2nd level sword to get into the 1. Okay, I can get this now, so let's do that. I can't flip any of the pots, but what I can do... Dodge the bird. I can do is go over here and take a circuitous route over to the thing. This will give me the red sword, which, you know what, will let me go to a lot of new areas. The swords, by the way, they're incremental. You get, you know, you get 1, it upgrades your sword to the next level. 2,000, we're down to 2,000 players, folks. We are queuing. That is very few. Is it gonna be like, you know, is it gonna go back down by like quarters of 100? I wonder. Push the sword off the thing. By default, it's a book, so that's why it's big and heavy. That's what it is in the base game. The books are in here, by the way. They just... Okay, actually, I should get a bunch of other stuff while I'm here. Like, I should get the baker while I'm in Minish form over here. Yeah, I can do this, the bakery. A 1,000. 700. Yeah, it's going down by 100s now. I guess they make it so only like a single digit can move. Bakery attic is over here. Cloud tops. Okay. Sure, that's fine. Scratch, 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 scratch. Ooh, that feels good. 400! Entering game! Looks like Overwatch is working, folks. going back to the PC. Let's do Overwatch. All right. I'm gonna hit this. I'm going to pause Minish Cap. All right. So, let's see. Does it realize I have everyone? I am. How does it? You motherfucker. I totally have the original game, so I'm supposed to get it for free. You fuck. Where is it? Okay, let me look. Where is my hero? Do I need to do something to like import my original Overwatch pack? I have 0 monies. And yeah, the game audio seems very low. I'm not even sure if it's... You know what? I don't think you can hear it, can you? 1 second, let me do a thing. Oh, let me... I should change the game now. Overwatch 2. Actually got into Overwatch 2. All right. Overwatch 2. Folks, I got into Overwatch 2 after an hour of playing Minish Cap instead. Hope the stream has been going well, working properly. Think it has done. Let me post. I'm gonna reply to my tweets. Got into 2 after an hour. Nice. I will say, though, first impressions of Overwatch 2, it does not seem to realize that it was supposed to give me... It doesn't seem to have realized that it was supposed to give me the thing. It doesn't seem to realize that it was supposed to give me the hero because I'm a returning player. I'll be online, sure. I'm usually not online on Battle.net, but that's fine. I'll change it for now. Let me see. Career profile. Yeah, it has all my hours. Geez, those new portraits, they are hideous. What hideous portraits. Ooh, the Junkrat looks terrible. I played 14 minutes of Echo. Wow, that is not much. I haven't played that much Sigma. I guess all these newer heroes, and also not good Widowmaker. You know, I just don't play that much of the modes where you have to pick heroes. I like the random heroes. With that in mind, oh, you know what? Also, I think... 1 second, let me do a thing real fast. I think you can't hear, can you? Let me check something real fast. What the fuck is going on? Where are the settings? Where are the settings? Where are the settings? Oh, escape. Options. Okay. Sound. Playback device. It was unset. Just set it at my speakers. play it from here. Okay, that seems good. I think he can hear it now. So let's bounce out of here. And then, I'm kind of disappointed. It doesn't remember that I'm a returning player, and thus that I'm pretty sure they promised the new hero from the jump. But I'm going to go into... What? Where's Mystery Heroes? Honest question, what the fuck? What the fuck? Where's Mystery Heroes? What the fuck? What the fuck? God, I gotta post about this. What the fuck? What the I got into Overwatch 2. What the fuck? There's no Mystery Heroes. Where's my Mystery Heroes? I got in to Overwatch 2. What the fuck, though? There's no Mystery Heroes. Unprecedented. Since the inception of the arcade, Mystery Heroes has always been a staple. Fuck you. Put him in. Back in there. I want it. Ah. I guess we'll play No Limits. God damn it. What the fuck is going on? Let's play Overwatch. Where is Mystery Heroes? Okay. Look at that, I can't play this new hero after all, and No Limits anyway. Fun.
I'll find my own path.
I can't believe they would take Mystery Heroes and not have it be always a stock mode anymore.
Watch your flanks. They might try something.
I'm mad about that. Fuck me. Fuck them. Fix this now. I can't believe that.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Okay, 1 second. Back. How about a card? Mob Psycho is tomorrow, that's right. Just remembering that. Mob Psycho is coming out tomorrow. Season 3. Fuck yeah. Now that's been one of the best animes out there going. This seems to run at a very... Ooh. Boy, oh boy, this is framey. Very nice of them to place the game with a new game that doesn't perform as well. I will say my PC is pretty... Ah, God, it's... The frame rate is terrible, holy shit. My PC is pretty old, to be fair. I am streaming as well. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing here. Looks like I'm shooting my guys with good stuff. What does shift do? Oh, it's the teleport. E, I think that's a cleanse. Hold down the button to, like, rapid fire. Oh, jeez, this is really jittery here. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh.
Remove the payload.
We were playing Overwatch 1 last weekend. Not last weekend, a week ago. And it performed fine with perfectly good frame rates. And this is not that. Jeez. Well, at least it's like not unplayable. It's just looks like everything's stop motion. It's like moving around smoothly at least. Though everyone is sort of jerking. Maybe that's not the game as in like the graphics quality, but just like the I have no fucking idea what my abilities are. Yeah, it's pretty laggy. Maybe it's lag and not maybe it's lag and not the graphics quality.
Help me move the payload.
His graphics are is at 30. Is that a lot or a little? I would say, relative to what we're getting, that's a lot. Not the bad guy. What is her ultimate? No idea. You know, I can't adjust the settings, the graphic settings without quitting the game and going back into a 30-minute queue. So that's fun. We'll just have to live with this. Great game, guys. Overwatch 2 is coming in pretty hot and loose. What does this all do? No idea what that did.
We're outnumbered. I'm here. Soothing your wounds. Nice to know you have my back. Get the payload going. This ends now. Let the Kitsune guide you.
What? That. I threw out a shrine there somehow. Okay, you know what? Time for another player. Let's play as Junker Queen. New character. She's a tank. She has a shotgun. Okay, that's pretty cool. Shotguns are good. That she makes the. Before this, there was only one shotgun character.
No worries.
So it's a good addition. So what's her deal? We got 4 minutes to push in, so let me F1, I guess. Okay, so she throws a blade. She can pull it back and deal enemies, and passively it wounds his enemies hit by it. Commanding Shout gives a health and movement speed to allies, and Karnas wound all of front of you, and heals damage over time dealt by wounds. Okay. What the fuck was that shit? Man, I feel like I'm doing 0 damage now playing the new game. Maybe it's just the frame rate being such a shit that I'm barely seeing the enemy health go down while I'm shooting. God damn, does it feel like... Okay, I definitely feel like I did some business there. Okay. I killed one person. Killed one person. She doesn't seem all that good so far. But probably I just don't understand how she's supposed to work. Oh wow, yeah, you only... What? There's no... They took away the leadership, shot caller, all that business. I guess that makes sense. Okay, let me go into settings real quick. I would, I bet it's gonna tell me that I need to restart, for any of them to take effect, but I'd like to at least see if I'm on as low as it can go. Okay, render scale, frame rate, automatic, that's fine. Graphics quality, you know what, you can take it down to low, medium. Okay, let's try that. I don't know if it actually makes a difference immediately, but yeah. Let's also see, you know what, let's see if there's any custom games. Anyone doing Mystery Heroes? Let's see. Mystery Heroes. Well, if you can't find it, make it. Mystery Heroes. Settings. Presets. Arcade. Mystery Heroes. Let's see. Yeah, sure enough. Hybrid, escort, push, and control. Yeah, sure enough, they... Is there even an option to play the maps they took out? Like, standard, assault, hybrid. I guess that would be the assault mode. So you could go into a custom mode and play assault. That sucks though. That's uncool. Okay, Mystery Heroes. Everyone, please just come on in. Let's play some Mystery Heroes. Let's see if we can get some folks in here. Someone's down for Mystery Heroes. I don't know what this Paraiso map is. I don't know what Paraiso is, but we'll find out. Well, I guess that guy didn't want to wait. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. As soon as the next person gets in, I'm hitting start. And we're just gonna fucking roll. Let's see if we can get this rolling. twitchy. Okay, yeah, we'll hit start. Maybe I should have added some AI while we wait, but okay, not enough players waiting. Okay. Feels better now. The frame rate is improved now that I'm on medium. Maybe I should take it down to low. Even a little more bootsy. While we're waiting, I watched the first episode of Encouragement of Climb's new season, which surprised me in 2 ways. Dang it. Surprised me in 2 ways. First off, it is now a full-length show. The first season was a half-length show, 10 minutes. Well, actually, no, the first season was quarter-length, like 4 minutes. The second season on has been 10 minutes, and now they're moving up to full-length. But also, when you watch it, you realize, wait, they've gone back to the plot of the first season. They're recapping, sort of moving fast through the first season. And to be clear, this is a 20-minute show versus the original, it was 3. They got through pretty much the first season over the course of 20 minutes, which feels good and fun, and takes a first season that was a little sluggish, a little like, oh wow, it's taking 12 episodes just to introduce all the main characters, and turning into something more considerable, something more substantial. Alright. Something more substantial. Which I think is fun. Let's see what it spawns me as.
Someone needs to fill this out.
Here I am, this guy. He has he doesn't have the flashbang anymore. Instead he has just a regular ass grenade. Feel like that was a weak move. So does that grenade like Homer in or something? Or am I thinking of, yeah, it's a magnetic grenade. Okay, I'm Kirihiko. When I'm Kirihiko, it's a little more performant. Seems to be having more trouble drawing it and being all framey as a result. I wonder if Kirihiko is just has worse performance than other heroes. That reminds me, she can do the wall climb like all the other Japanese characters. I do think it shows a weird lack of creativity. I do agree with the take that it's weirdly uncreative to be like, oh yeah, all the Japanese characters, they all know each other. I think the first 2 being brothers made sense, and then with the history of their development, them originally being one character, I think it's kind of neat that they just, split them up and they made them canonically canonically connected. I don't understand now how this guy is going to work as a solo tank. He actually was doing not bad, just like shooting wise.
Don't worry, I'll be right behind you.
That one might be out of here. I will say I'm not the greatest Overwatch player, that's true, and shooting a guy in the sky is always hard. That's why Farah is a tough customer to deal with. Like in general.
Hello. In my world.
Okay, it's Symmetra, or sorry, this is what the fuck's her name? Sombra. Close. Never really was big into Sombra. But I'll give it my best here. Where is Lady? Well, a rocket launcher still beats a submachine gun. Sombra kind of sucks.
We're here to be heard. Yield to this beat. Amp up this beat.
Where'd the guy go? Behind me. Well, we're probably not gonna get a lobby of mystery heroes. It's at least here, but
Is all I have.
man, I they need to justify the decision to take it out of the standard slots. Like, fuck you. No. It's the best mode. It deserves to be on at all times. I think let's call it. We're not getting a whole
My
team
throne
together.
Is where I say it is.
You think that someone would want to... You think that people would want to play it, but, you know, hey, I guess people are just having trouble getting into the game at all. Let alone, you know... Let alone going into the custom and playing mystery heroes. Shocking to me that they would do this to mystery heroes. That is messed up. That's bad. Oh, wait. Shit. I didn't realize they moved it to quick play. Okay. Complaint withdrawn. I guess that shows me for looking in arcade. Wait, what? We're playing mystery heroes, aren't we? Why? What is this? Why am I selecting? This kind of... Is it just gonna randomize after we start and not actually give us the characters we're selecting? No? Hang on. This is...
You check out the new
This is mystery heroes, right?
You've heard of them?
Yeah. So, what you think?
Oh, nobody uses
Isn't this mystery heroes?
like those guys. I bear my burdens.
Why are we
as best
selecting
I can.
characters?
Everyone ready? Okay, it's still definitely a little bit framey. Also, yeah, she's been super reworked now. She spins a spear, block stuff, block projectiles. She can still do the shift thing, which I always thought was a little bit weird, a little bit unnecessary. And now she chucks a spear as a alt click. Which I'll say that spear chuck is cool. Let me put chat back where it belongs so I can see chat. Seems like I kind of jump forward when I'm throwing the spear. I'm not sure if that's... Maybe I was being CC'd or something.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Okay, it's looking like when we die, we do lose control of who we are. So... There we go.
Restoring balance.
So I guess the new thing is you get to choose your first character until the first time you die. I think that's kind of weird, but okay. Alright, we got a payload. Where's the payload? Oh, it's in there, isn't it? No, it's not. It's not in there. Totally not in there. Where is it? There it is. It's a party float. Yeah, fun. No one is protecting the... I did my ult. I think it's like an AoE, but maybe you have to like take a second to... What the fuck? This is... I chose mystery heroes, right? Y'all saw... I thought I chose mystery heroes, but... So far, there's no mystery here. What is this?
This ends now. Let the Kitsune guide
Pretty weird how some of these new tanks are just like regular-sized humans. You know, and not even like bulky at all. Just like slender-ass humans. That to me, I struggle to see that as a tank. I feel like a tank, you have to have a bigger hitbox, you know? Okay, let's play
They will not break.
Zarya.
We will crush them.
Alright, we're pushing them off. That's good. All these tanks, they had to buff them, right? Because now they're expected to be able to solo tank. Literally, no other tanks. Baseline. This is weird, though. I totally hit the button for Mystery Heroes, did I not? And yet, here I am playing a character I selected. That's not how Mystery Heroes works. Did they rework Mystery Heroes to be the same as No Limits? No, that's not right. That would be Quick Play Classic. Nearly got to the thing.
60 seconds.
That's nice.
Remaining.
I think after this I will try dropping it to even lower settings. I won't do a reset though because, you know,
The Kitsune
that would
got
kick
you.
me out.
This ends
How do I know, like, whether my shield is up? I feel like there used to be some sort of visual indication for that. I'm not sure though. You know what, if it ends here, that's fine. I can check like what the fuck was happening with... I swear I thought this was Mystery Heroes, but no mystery here.
Let's take him to the wasteland.
What is that? Know what that is?
Play of the game.
You know, I should also make sure that I'm not like automatically voice chatting or something. Okay. Yeah, I selected Mystery Heroes. There's quick play, roll queue, open queue, play any role. So is open queue like classic quick play? I guess I should check that. It could also be that this game is buggy as fuck and just didn't work. Okay, let's escape menu. Go to... Let me make sure that I'm not like doing a bunch of voice chatting just by chatting into my mic. Then again, maybe it might. I'm gonna put it down to low. And apply them yet. Let's see, make sure that voice chat is off, please. Off, off, off. Push to talk. Okay, good. Even if it was on, I wasn't just spewing it to the world. Okay, maybe did I like accidentally click on quick play open queue? Let's do that. Let's see. Quick play open queue. Because I'll tell you, that didn't seem to work.
Welcome to Minish
Okay, so now we can play as anyone. So why don't we do? Let's see. We'll do the new character. We'll do this new character. Play a bit as her. A black woman in Overwatch. It only took them 5+ years. 6 years. Congratulations to the Overwatch team, finally doing the thing. Oh, we're on push. I played this mode in the beta. I didn't think it was that good. I think it's a bad version of not captured the flag. Bad version of payload. Like, I found that what is the threshold for like pushing it back was very, very, very unclear. Okay, she does a slide, and if you do a Jesus Christ! Yeah, I really need to do a reset. What does that do? check. Disruptor shot. It snares and deals damage to
I'm
enemies.
not a fan of setbacks.
Overclock. Oh, and I charge enemy by shooting it, and then I can do like a big high impact shot. Okay, that's interesting. Wait.
Coming through.
Don't let him push it!
Oh, we don't have a tank. That's the problem. Okay, I'll play
What am I missing?
I'll play the new one. I'll play Junker Queen. I don't care.
My throne is where I say it is.
What does this do again? Oh, it's like a little Lucio burst. Boost the speed and maybe a little shield. For everyone, even. Huh. Is she supposed to be very good? I thought I heard she was supposed to be good. And maybe they nerfed her into oblivion and now she's not good. Or maybe you have to play her in a different way. Maybe I'm not getting close enough. Playing too cautiously. She is a tank after all. Okay, yeah, I'm contesting. Oh no, I'm not. Okay, so that's committed. Alright.
That's no way to treat your queen.
Alright, I killed someone. Killed one person. The robot is running back the other way now. See in the card. Weird. That's not the right sound to play, but whatever. I watched a minute of Vazrock. It seems to be a bad anime. Vazrock is apparently an idol anime, is apparently what it looks like. But you watch it and it just seems like a bunch of dudes talking. Kind of reminds me of, there's a fake anime they do in Q, which is an anime about voice actors. Fake anime they do over there, wherein it just seems to be like, oh, they get the actresses in a room and they end up just talking as if it's a podcast. And it's confusing because it's like, what the fuck? Who would want to watch this? Now I see a show that seems like it's along those lines, and I'm just thinking like, who would want to watch this? No.
A decent squad.
You don't watch a television show to be like, hey guys, I'm my character name, and I'm feisty, and I'm my character name, and I am a little bit hot and sexy. It doesn't really make sense. Not how characters work. What the fuck? Robot really just like turns just right away as soon as they back off and you don't back. As soon as they back off like an inch. Whoa. Okay, shit, I don't know what that... Let me see. That charges forward, ruins enemies, dealing damage over time, preventing them from being healed.
That's no
So
way to
applies
treat the
a-
queen.
It applies a
Going back in.
on a thing. I think we're losing by a good margin.
Start ready to roll.
I feel like pushing a bowl or street sign aside. I don't get what it means.
We have the robot.
I don't get what it means to push the block. And also, all this back and forth is meaningless because
I'm getting back in there.
the post is where it is. The robot's exact position doesn't really matter. Do people like this mode? These performance issues. I want to reset and see if I can resolve them, but I don't know.
Captain Kamari, reporting.
Feels to me like with the buffs to the tanks, just to make the 5 versus 5 like boring basic mode work, has basically really made it so that in the quick play modes you really just want as many fucking tanks as you can. And I guess apparently people are telling me that's kind of always been true. I don't know, I've never quite seen quite. Apparently we have the robots, and he'll walk forward like an inch, and we'll run into the. Range on that does not seem great. Oh yeah, I forgot about the speed boost thing. Okay.
They took the robot. Get it back.
I'm getting back in there.
I also obviously wonder, like, if I were not streaming the game, perhaps it would be a little more good. You know, that is also very much a possibility. Maybe I should play as a character I know how to play.
Push and stop.
But I feel like that would just be boring.
Looks like somebody wants the death penalty.
No, I haven't played the new Doomfist yet. New Doomfist doesn't have an uppercut, but has everything else still, plus a new move.
Play of the game.
I'll endorse those two. It's also weird with only 5 characters per team. There's only 4 options to endorse. Strange. Are there still the vote cards? No vote cards anymore? Dang. Did I accidentally not hit Mystery Heroes last time? I gotta find out. I'm hitting Mystery Heroes. Let me see. Okay, it says mystery heroes. Okay, I've spawned as a random hero. I don't know what happened the first time. Did I misclick on the mode? That we have to hope. Also, I do see that our team has 2 tanks on it, so they're not doing any stupid bullshit where they're trying to like constrain like, oh, everyone has to have 2 assassins, 2 tanks, or 2 support and 1 tank. They're not doing any of that to try to balance it. That is good. I don't want them doing anything too weird to the chaos that is mystery heroes. Okay.
Gotta stay on your toes.
Okay. So I think what we want to do is just stay back and just spam through the hole. And occasionally, like, shoot out our big shots.
Sails empowered and ready to fire. Clear out.
And we can, you know, control some space by laying that down as well. Fucking doing pretty well. Performance aside, jeez, it's chugging.
This ends now.
What is it? Oh, yeah.
Cooling down. Going somewhere? Nothing a quick repair won't fix.
I like assume that this is Mr. Heroes good and proper, but
Going against the odds.
whew. Let me see. I got a DM. You might have heard that.
Baptiste here. Winston reporting.
Folks might want to join the thing.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Both hogs forgot you have to press when you ult. What? Is that true? That's not how. I'm not sure that's how it works. I think I guess they changed it so that you have to press. You have to hold down the trigger when you ult now. That's weird. Okay, we got Junkrat. Guess let's go down here. I fucking know. Hey, hey, got him. Bad health. Go ahead and put down a trap there. If they go down there, they'll attempt to do it. Payload's being protected. I'm gonna attack the shield. Oop. Too slow. Oh, that's also a big boy. Oh, payload got through as well while I was fucking around. Dang, my ult was just about ready, but from what I hear now, ult is recovered, so maybe I'll get some back.
Don't worry, I'll be right behind you.
Yeah, I got 30 starting out with. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we all got killed there. That was indeed Mystery Heroes. I should tweet Because I did tweet at Overwatch asking, where is Mystery Heroes? Oh, where is that? Tweets and replies. There we go. Y'all seeing this? Wait for the program to respond, please. Okay, sure the HDMI is not visible. That's right, it's hidden. And you know what? Fine. You don't have to report it to Microsoft. Well, folks, we lost the connection. Has this stream been going pretty? Let me look. I haven't seen anyone. Oh. Let me check, make sure that we're actually live. We've been live this whole time, right? I've not just been talking to myself. Let me go check a thing. Yeah, we're live. Okay, good. I'll close that then. Well, I guess I will relaunch Overwatch. You know what? This is a blessing in disguise because we did want to go back to we did want to enable the mode, you know, the low settings in order to fix the performance issues, or at least hopefully help with them. Though maybe they're not performance issues so much as they are latency issues, in which case, you know, this wouldn't fix shit. Why isn't it coming up? Oh, I have to go into the BattleNet thing and hit play now. It's giving me some error whenever I launch Overwatch 2, which is fun, but it doesn't seem to stop it from launching. So, whatever. You know what? I do see that another streamer that I know is in the game and menus. Okay. Maybe we can get just right back in. Maybe we can get right back in. Let's see, folks. Okay. 1 second, let me... I gotta unmute the... Okay. Back to Minish Cap. Overwatch 2 crashed. Back to Minish Cap Rando. Minish Cap. Okay, Minish... it crashed. Time to go back to the other game. I'm gonna... do some things, just like adjust where some stuff is on my screen. And now I can see how many players are ahead of us, and also continue on with the checks and shit. I'm actually gonna go back to the couch and lay my ass down. My controller isn't working. Lovely. Let's see. Okay, 8,000 ahead of me. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna disconnect my controller and reconnect it. It doesn't know what quite to do with that. One second, let me look at the options for this Game Boy. Settings, interface. Game Boy. Where is the controllers? Not picking it up. There's only 6,000 ahead of me though, so maybe... I thought it was working just a second ago. Maybe did I mess something up by doing my hotkey to switch things? Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna just save a state. Reset. Close it. 1 second, folks. When all else fails, just reset everything. Okay, that should be coming up. There it goes, it found it. Turn on the controller. There we go. Resetting when all else fails. So we only have 4,000 in the queue ahead of us. Where were we exactly? Alright. We were going over here. Check this thing. There's jack shit there. We got the bakery attic chest. We could do the attic chest now as well. And I think that's all what we can do for while we're Minish. 3,000. Okay, the queue is moving. The queue is moving a lot faster than it did before. So that's nice. I really want to see if these lower settings are going to help it not feel so much like shit. And also, I suppose, the reality... I need to move that if I'm to do that. Alright. No problem, that's fine. Let's go get that sword. Other room. Other door. Neighbor's house. Alright, that's a big one, folks. Let's see. Go ahead and get that sorted out. Bottom of the well chest, need to get that. 2,000 ahead of us. Now we have the flippers, we can get this. We got the Jabbernut. That lets us go to the first dungeon. Where's the Jabbernut? Oh, it's right here. Jabber Shroom? I thought it was the Jabbernut. Alright, we're gonna just quick warp out of here. We can't afford the thing yet. But also, you know what? Hey, 200 players, we got in. The queue is much more functional now, it looks like, than it was before. So let's go ahead and switch back to Overwatch. This has been a little Minish Cap intermission. Game's back. I'm gonna go back to the PC now. All right. All right. Let's see. This is now on low settings, so hopefully we'll be a bit more performant. Let me do some adjustments here. Let me switch back to Overwatch 2. All right. Back to Overwatch 2. Nice. All right, folks, we're back in Overwatch 2. Man, the sound effects to like switch around, they're so low. Barely sounds like anything. Also, now the Overwatch audio capture is working, apparently. Huh. Shit. Wonder if it was working for a while now. Oh well. Unranked mystery heroes. Let's do the mode. The main mode. And I want to see. What I want to see right now is there any... Does it eventually just like put you into regular quick play if it can't find you a mystery heroes game? Because if so, that sucks. That ain't good. Nepal is a good map. Let's do it.
Here we go again. Shields up.
Oh, Jesus.
We're doing this, man.
Okay, maybe that was just initial loading. Is it just me, or does this sound like shit? Hang on one second. Can you guys even hear it? Okay, yeah, it looks like...
The objective is now active.
The barrier's weakened.
I think there is some issue. I don't think that's Overwatch. I think that's OBS. I hope that's OBS. Let me just switch back to this. Ugh. You know what I bet? cancel that. I bet Overwatch is coming through device default. Nope, it's not doing that. This is weird. Something's going on funky with Overwatch audio. And because there's like no sound in the menu, it's hard to determine before you actually get into a game.
Life is not forgiving.
Oh, jeez. It is getting really framey there. Also, the audio. Oh my god. I think that's OBS. And I honestly, it might be more of a case where it's just echoing for me or something. Y'all let me know if it sounds weird.
Enemy turret down.
Actuating the barrier.
Alright, we got multiple barriers at play. Seeing a lot of people using those symmetric teleporters recently. Today. I feel like usually those just get very unused. Okay, I got hamster. Here. I got stuck with a thing, but shields, you know, it helps you get through it. Not exactly a good place to like swing in a ball on this map. Always found that the swinging on a ball idea was a mite bit ridiculous for what's his name? Wrecking Ball. Hammond, that's it.
I'm under attack.
Okay, well, does it change anything about how, you know, at the end of a round, you just spawn in the new round as new characters? Okay, no changes there. Good. Okay.
More field research.
Still a completely random distribution. Yep, we got 3 assault and a tank and a healer. I wonder if it's weighted a little bit so that it's you know, similar, because there's an uneven amount of each role, so I would guess, I wonder, is an assault equally likely to a tank and a support? Is a tank twice as unlikely as either of the other 2 roles, given that it's more powerful? Is it just like weighted based on the number of heroes in each role, so you know, it would go accordingly? Go pretty far. Ah, shit! God! This is performance. The frame rate. I don't know if it's... Really what I need to do is stop streaming and just try playing it normal style and see if it feels good at all. The other thing I can do, well, not immediately, is it's true that I don't know what it's like on PC, on console. And also because now it is like cross-platform, you know, not weird about shit. Now that it's not weird about shit, I can just switch. I can totally just pull up the Xbox version and just try it out. I've never been able to play Overwatch on a console before. Maybe I would enjoy it. I don't know.
Another battlefield.
I'll say playing Overwatch on the PC just made sense to me after after playing TF2 that way. But I will say I did start out technically with Overwatch on the console. I had the 360 version of Overwatch, and it wasn't until I upgraded my PC. Wasn't until I upgraded my PC that I could even get in on that. You know, that I could even get in on Overwatch or TF2 and play the PC version with its new updates that the Xbox version never got.
I'll find my own path.
You know, of course, I don't think, you know, when I first played it, don't think those updates were available yet, but once they did become available, man,
I'm with you.
you just knew. The performance is really not helping me get an idea for like how good this is. This is on low now, by the way. Low settings.
I'm the last
And yet,
one you'll ever cross.
it's so stuttery and weird. I think maybe...
On the objective. What are you doing?
I think maybe we should call it for tonight.
Find the key. Overtime.
First impressions of Overwatch 2, not good. Seems like a poorly performing new version of the game with a bunch of reworks that make old characters feel like new ones. That is to say, less coherent and less tight as characters and more homogenized. You know, new characters, I think, in Overwatch, if I had to describe them, I would describe them as like, oh, you put a bunch of moves. Wait, was that me? I didn't even notice I got play of the game. Well, plenty of good time to call it then. Did I unlock anything on the battle pass? Yes, I unlocked a bad avatar. I can also unlock fist bump. Okay, I'm good. I can unlock a bad skin. That's pretty mediocre. Let's look through this battle pass while we're here. You obviously get Kirihiko, though I'm pretty sure she's free for anyone who played the game, but who owned the original game. At least that's what they said. It doesn't look like it properly rewarded me with it, but whatever. You can get a banner,
You can be improved.
voice line. I always thought voice lines were kind of garbage. Like that's nothing. That's funny. That's not bad. Spray. It's okay. Mechanical brain for who? What? Souvenir. Okay, I don't get what that is for, but okay.
Somebody has to stand up for the people.
Yeah, that's a line. It's another icon. A banner. Yeah, that seems pretty default. Not really that impressive of a animation. Guy with a shovel? I don't get that. Who's that for? Only you. I don't even know who it's for. Who's that? Who's that supposed to be? Is that Cassidy Cole? You know what? I bet it's Cassidy. Which is weird. Origami. For who, though? Oh, that's gotta be for the new hero. I was thinking by the colors that it would be for, hey, Paul, how's it going? I was thinking by the colors it would be for Farah, but it makes more sense for it to be for the Japanese hero, wouldn't it? Oh, wait, maybe this is just a... No, it's a weapon charm. I don't know what that is. Victory pose. That's decent.
Perhaps we only exist in the memory of a person.
Kind of mediocre. That's a pretty good skin. That's not bad as a skin.
Let's just look at the free ones. Fuck it. Pizza. Sure, that looks like pretty good pizza. That's a cool skin for Sojourn. That's a pose, all right.
It's
Voice line, who cares? More of that Ranger stuff. I don't get it. A pose. How's it going, Paul? I've been playing Overwatch 2, and it doesn't seem very good. I don't think I like it very much so far. It doesn't help that maybe because I'm streaming it, it's being very chuggy and performant. Maybe I should stop streaming, is what I was thinking, and maybe just try it without OBS chugging and consuming the things. You're doing well, that's fantastic. Even this menu seems like a little bit framey. Yeah, and it's now just a store to get stuff. That's alright. Let me check some stuff. You know what? Now that you're here, Paul, why don't I do... Hey, I'm gonna reach out to a dude. Let me see. Oh, look at that. He's in. What time is it, by the way? It is what, I am too. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, he's doing competitive. Fuck that. I'm not interested in doing that. I think there's something wrong with the audio. By the way, how does the audio sound right now? Because I'm not really sure how it's capturing it. Because it's doing something weird on my end. Go into the training real fast. Practice range. Audio is good. Hang on, though. Let me get into the game. And tell me when I'm actually moving around if it sounds good. To me, it kind of sounds like there's an echo. It kind of sounds hollow. You notice that? It almost sounds like the sounds of shooting is very, very low. Look at the fucking audio settings real fast. You can't hear the game audio? I'm seeing the bar here on... Okay, that's a problem then. Let me see. Great. Okay, look at this shit. It defaults to blank for output device. Okay, can you now hear it? I hear some... Okay. Kinda sad how the audio settings are all fucked up every time you launch it. But it is a... Is it technically a beta? I don't know. Can you hear it now? I think now it looks like it's better. Okay. It's weird because after I launched, all my settings were all fucked up. I didn't notice until midway into a match. Weirdly enough, I could hear it, but it was coming through an unexpected location. And also it looked like on the thing that there was a sound playing, but maybe the sound was very, very, very low as far as like what was actually going out the stream. You know what, I don't want to blame that all in Overwatch. The capture settings for OBS are in beta too. And the
there's settings in OBS that let you capture a specific app, and they're kind of in beta. They don't always work right, I think. Okay, tell you what, let's do a few more. Fuck it. Let's keep going. I haven't actually played roleplay. I haven't actually played this mode, the regular ass quick play. So let's see. What do we want to do? Paul, what do you want to see as far as roles go? Are you interested in seeing supports or damages or tanks? Let me know, Paul, what you want to see. Yeah, it's 8:30. I started this stream pretty early. I started around 6 p.m. Central. Been thinking about moving my midweek streams. You don't know what these are? Okay, I'll just put all then. I've been thinking about moving my midweek streams to a little earlier so that I can, you know, finish the stream up before it's like midnight, 1 a.m. and, you know, basically because I do like to have some unwind time after. Jesus Christ, Overwatch game music is a lot louder than Overwatch menu music. It's annoying. Okay, let's go, we'll go Zenyatta.
Amid discord, we will find
The new hero I've tried, I have no fucking idea what I'm doing with her. She seems like, the new support seems really bad-ish. I just have no sense of feedback while playing her, and I think that's actually kind of common with this whole game, at least with the performance issues I am experiencing. See that? Seems a little rough. Seems a little rough. I need to get out there. I need to play as someone faster.
Objective mine.
The main difference in these maps, these older maps, is that they have changed to be at different times. Our friend got DC'd. Someone wants me to leave. Okay, fuck it, I'll leave game in order for someone's friend to get in. That's fine. I don't care. Let's go into Mystery Heroes. Fuck the normal mode. Mystery Heroes is where it's at. Okay, I definitely picked Mystery Heroes, right? Make sure that that is the case. One time, I'm pretty sure earlier in the stream, I picked Mystery Heroes, and I ended up not on Mystery Heroes. And I was very confused. I have to check that later on. Make sure, see if I just misselected, misclicked. Have you played part 1? I played the original Overwatch, yeah. I will say it's kind of just an update to the same game that makes things a little bit worse than they were before. And also, I guess it's supposed to look nicer, but you know, you can see even on low settings, it's pretty chuggy now. And to be fair, I don't have the hottest PC. Don't have the hottest PC. I originally built this PC for the first Overwatch when that came out. And it's been, what, 7 years since then? 5, 6 years since then? So yeah, I guess it makes sense that... It makes sense that... Forgot about my moves. Kinda makes sense that it would be, you know, a little more, requires a better PC, but I'm still annoyed because I've been, you know, using this PC for the game for years and years and years, and I feel like, well, it should continue working, especially because it's not a different game. You know? Just the same game, but now in a different location. By the way, this is Mystery Heroes. It's a mode where every time you die, you can come back as a different character. It's hard to aim when the frame rate is this bad.
Keep the payload moving.
The original game did not have this bad of a frame rate, by the way. I guess maybe I should consider... There's two possibilities, right? One, perhaps trying to stream the game while playing it is a fool's errand without a beefy computer, though it was just fine for the first game. Or two, I could play on console, which I've never done, and, you know, I have an Xbox Series X, so that will work. Man, they removed a lot of CC from this game. This character used to have a pretty good stun, and now she just pushes. It's not as good. Geez, just no CC anymore. Feels bad. Yeah, I would say I'm not impressed. I would say that, like,
Tools in hand.
the decisions made here feel like, you know, the game is still good, I'm sure. You know, it's still Overwatch if it was performant at all. It's still Overwatch, but they've made changes, and all the changes are like shades of whatever to bad. This, by the way, is my favorite character. He puts down a turret, and also he has a pretty fun gun.
Let off some steam.
I did kill some guys, though. Gonna get in there. Whoop. Gonna get back out of that battle. Don't need to take part in that. That's fine. This guy has a really good stuff. You watched a Donkey video where he was talking about the problems. Yeah, there are a lot of them, so it's easy to make fun of all the issues there. Overwatch, you know, I've seen people say recently that, like, it's a weird game. One of the only games where it has gotten worse with literally every patch. And while I do think that some patches actually have introduced things that were overall good, I don't disagree that, like, a lot of the changes they've made over the years have made the game gradually worse and worse and worse. It's still... I still have a lot of affection for it, but, you know, it's not the game it used to be. Whether that game it is now is good, hard to say. Alright, that was a pretty good run as Torbjorn. Torbjorn, again, is one of my favorite characters in the game. Or at least in the first game. I don't know about the second game. I love how his turret is just... by the way, have you ever played Team Fortress 2? Torbjorn is kind of like a better and more like is like it's like their version of the engineer from TF2, basically. And I think, like, the design changes made versus, you know, compared to the engineer are really good, well put together. Gonna try to throw them out. This character has a grenade launcher. By the way, this character also one of my favorites. And has landmines that he can throw out and then use it to, like, blast himself out off to places. Really nice. You haven't played that many modern games, Paul? What's, like, the newest game you've played? I feel like they slowed down this song for some reason. I got some sort of daily reward done. You just started playing Breath of the Wild? That's a pretty good game. You know, I'll say it's better than pretty good. It's pretty great. Why don't we play in arcade mode? I'm not gonna play this. We'll play in arcade mode. We'll play, let's see. What's Circuit Royal? Protect the payload in a stunning mega city of the mega rich. I'm not sure why that is a arcade mode. You know what? I don't think I've seen this map, so let's see what it is. And it'll probably be like, probably be free choice of heroes, so that's good. You have a Raspberry Pi that has all the older games on it. Gotcha. I gotcha. I still got cards. Got cards to pull. New bowls. I got new bowls the other day from Target. I was running out of bowls because my old bowls were getting too old. They started getting stuff on them, growing on them that I couldn't get off. I had to get rid of them. So I bought some porcelain bowls as a replacement, and they're all right. I don't know. I would have liked to get ones that were like shorter and wider, but you know, they have the right capacity for ice cream, and that's good enough. I should play the new Bastion. I should play the new Bastion. They changed Bastion a bunch in this game, where basically he is kind of been reworked from the ground up. Kind of shame that I think it's kind of a shame that a lot of these heroes in this new game, they've been changed in a lot of ways that kind of rob them of their identity, but what are you gonna do?
I don't do guesses.
This is cool. This is a cool map. It's like a
I have a feeling.
It's like a racetrack. It's like a racetrack. It has these race car red and white lines around the corners. That's pretty cool. New bowls. Look forward to eating ice cream out of them and not running out. Whoa, the gun now is really like slow rate of fire. Used to be like proper machine gun speed. Throws a grenade instead of self-repairing. That's weird. At what point are they gonna take away soldiers' self-heal? I wonder. That'd be rude if they did that. Yeah, I don't know about this new. How did you know you could destroy the side rail? This is in an Overwatch map. That's just how it works. You know, in an Overwatch map, you can punch a lot of the decorations, and it'll just get destroyed. Not everything, I guess, but typically railings, 100% always are destroyable. That just goes without saying, even if I've never seen this particular map before. Go. Bastion used to not be able to move while he was in turret mode. He now just becomes sort of a tank instead. It's kind of weird. I don't know if I like it. I kind of think I like the original design of him better. It's just a little cleaner, you know? I will say this is more powerful the way they have it now, but I don't know, I like the... I kind of think the original decisions that they made... What are they doing over there? They're being weird. I kind of second guess the decisions they've made that change things. No. I hope one day that some of these changes end up getting rolled back. Like or they could put up like an Overwatch classic where things get rolled back to the original way. I think a lot of people overall gonna end up pretty nostalgic for the original Overwatch and for the original like state of things. All right, I air bomb striked them. You know, I'll say the new Bastion is pretty powerful, and it is fun to move around while shooting, while doing the big shooting. But I do feel like this character could have been a new hero, and he could have left Bastion how he was. I don't know. I guess I hope that in the single-player campaign, when they do a single-player mode, you can expect these characters to be how they were, if you so please. Bastion. I'm Bastion. Reaper got me. We're doing pretty well. We've been holding them off pretty good, and we're still at the first checkpoint, so, you know, if we're able to hold them off for a minute longer without them getting to the first checkpoints, and then clear them off the points, we will win. So, minute longer. That said, if they get to this checkpoint, they will add time, and that'll be a whole thing. Not used to Bastion not having an E. He has a right-click ability now, but no E ability. It's odd. They're all on the point, and ooh, we really need to get some kills in right now. Dang it. Not good. I want another card. Got more cards. Should I get a new phone? Still thinking about this. Was thinking about this the other day. My iPhone 11 Pro getting a little long in the tooth. The battery's not lasting as long as it once did. I am noticing I'm having to charge it like all the time now. I am thinking maybe I should pick up the new 11 or 14 or whatever it is now. Not because like I've heard anything particularly strong about it, just like, yeah, that's the new phone. Maybe I should pick one up. Get one of those 11 or 14 Pros. And apparently they come in like a fancy purple color. That's the fancy new color this year. I think they do that all the time now. Like every generation, I think, has like a limited edition color. But they're like, ooh, brand new color. And it'll be gone next time. We have a tank. We have 2 tanks. That should be enough tanks. They are pushing us good here. Maybe we need to, like, change our comp up. Blizzard has said that nowadays, with the new version, you should be able to just play without necessarily adjusting your comp to the enemy comp. You know, not really looking to counter so much the enemy players. But, sometimes I guess you should probably counter enemy players with your hero picks. Like, that's kind of fundamental to the original game. Even if they try to eliminate it, you can't help that, like, some kits are going to be stronger against other kits. That was a bad move. I should have died. Waited to use my ult. Let's switch to Torbjorn. Favorite hero. We have supports. We have 1 support. That's fine. No, it's 5 versus 5. There's no. Oh, we gotta stop him. I gotta step on it. But that's not gonna help that much. That's gonna just hold him out for a second. Oh, hang on. We got 4 on the point now. 3, 4. Okay, we're pulling it back. We're pulling it back. Good. Absolutely worth doing that. Clear him off. Alright, alright. Alright, we cleared him off. put that thing back on there. We just have to hold out for 2 minutes. There's the point if it gets to here where it's done. They're sniping at us. I'm gonna respond in kind by lobbing these little guys. There'll be another. Dang. Okay. My turret was back up, so I could have used it, but I'll do it when I come back. Just gotta hold them off for 40 more seconds. No, I'm sorry. A minute 20. We did 40 seconds. Just 2 sets of 40 more, I suppose. What's up here? Just a nice vantage point. Leave this up here and just go ahead and fire some shots off from a great distance into the crowd. I was low. Still, that molten core, that's gotta be pretty helpful. It's right up on their point. That's gonna hold them off for a second. Their point, the payload. Alright, let's finish this. He's going for it, but he's put down. GG. We won. That was a pretty good game. Who's got the play of the game here? Kirihiko got the play of the game. Well, hang on. Let's see what impressive Kirihiko play looks like. It looks like low frame rates. That's what it looks like to me. Yeah, I'm still not sure what Kirihiko really does. Well, I think maybe that's a good look at Overwatch 2. Played a bunch of games. I also played some Minish Cap Randomizer while I was waiting to get in. Maybe I'll continue the Overwatch or the Minish Cap Randomizer on Thursday or something. Or maybe we'll just do some GTA 5 on Thursday. I do want to get through that. But I'm thinking I'll call that here. Thanks y'all for coming by, hanging out. Let me go to OBS here. I'm going to get up schedule. I'll be back again on Thursday for either Minish Cap Rando or GTA 5, continuing that replay, and then Friday with Mario Maker 2 viewer levels. I might try on Thursday starting a little bit earlier, maybe like 7:30 maybe? Like maybe 90 minutes early. I think maybe that could be a good time to start a stream. And then we'll end early as well. Folks, I'm gonna see who's online and who I can send you to. And yeah, I might play a little more Overwatch 2 once this is over and see if like those stuttering issues that we were having, I still get those. Maybe that's just because I am like literally streaming as I'm playing. I see that Risky Crisp P is streaming. I'm gonna send you over there. I'm gonna send you over there to Risky Chris, who is also playing Overwatch. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come by. Raid, Risky, Chris, P. Alright, again, I'll see ya on Thursday for something, whatever. Minish Cap, GTA 5,
I'll think about it. And also maybe, it might be a little early. We'll see. Also, Mario Maker 2 on Friday, as usual. Thank you guys. Bye, folks. Let me get up his stream, Chris's stream, so I can see when the raid goes in. All right, I am ready to go. Wait, no, I got an
What's
ad.
up, y'all? Let's level up my overlay using Adobe.
I got an ad. I am muting the ad. All right. 17 seconds. Yep. There's the schedule. There's the thing. We're gonna be back again Thursday and Friday. It should be a good time. Yesterday was a pretty busy stream. I'm hoping to see more folks on Thursday, and you know, Fridays have been pretty hopping recently. And okay, I'm in. Let's go. Bye, folks. See ya on Thursday and or Friday.